And we are live. We're live and we're back on YouTube. Pardon me. This is only like my fourth cup of coffee. Gotta wet the whistle. It's getting there. So, good morning, everybody. Welcome back to YouTube. Once again, Bitcoin Ben loses a channel into the lost black hole of ex YouTube channels. See, my first YouTube channel, I think I lost it when I had like 40,000 subs. This last one had 11,000 or 12,000 subs. Now, this one, as of right now, I think I got like maybe 1,000 subs. That's all right. You know you're doing something right whenever they keep on shutting your channels down. So please like and subscribe to the channel again. Share it with your friends. Let everyone know that I'm still here. Ugh. It's just annoying having to remake the channel and all that. It's just annoying. But c'est la vie. What can you do? So I was just in a Telegram channel with a group of influencers. I'm in a crypto influencer Telegram channel. There's like 140 of us in there. It's actually mostly like all of us old school crypto influencer people. And everyone's like going off on the IRS and the taxing authority. And it's hilarious watching just how many old influencers are still around, but they're not active. Like they actually talk with other, influencers, but they don't really do shows anymore. Because a lot of them actually got in like earlier than I did. And they've made a shit ton of money. And so they don't really do shows anymore. It's but very interesting actually talking to them. So today on the show, we're actually going to talk about something that actually Michael Saylor has talked about, and it's something that I don't think that people have really wrapped their heads around yet, because when he explains it, most people don't know or can't really wrap their heads around what he's actually talking about when he says it. It's it's his idea or his explanation or his labeling of cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin as digital energy. It's hang on one second. Let me try something here. I gotta do something. I gotta do something. Yeah, yeah. There we go. It works. Let me check over on Patreon real quick. Posts published. 1 second, guys. I just gotta do something real quick and verify. The usual verification. Oh, interesting. Yeah, I'll have to change that. Sorry, people over on Patreon. I'll have to actually change that once I wrap it up. The link on Patreon is actually bad. Oh, no big deal. I'll fix it. So, the idea of digital energy is this. El Salvador is a perfect example. See, energy and value are interchangeable now because energy has value and Bitcoin has value. And basically, Bitcoin is energy. It's a valued representation of energy and labor and products. It's a tool that is exchangeable for multiple commodities and labor. So think of it like this. Hang on one second. Oh, yeah. Breaking out the chalkboard, folks, or the whiteboard. You let me erase this. This always makes me feel like like I'm cliff high, except younger and a little less sexy. Okay, so you have energy. Hang on, let me swing this way. All right, you have energy. All right, now energy is multiple things. Energy can be human energy, heat, or electrical energy, E, or volcano energy, V, or monetary energy, me, or liquid energy, Li, water, um, or nuclear energy, Ni. See, all of these are actually forms of energy. Now, all of these now have a value in Bitcoin. So that means they're interchangeable through the Bitcoin. So let's say that you produce some Bitcoin using a volcano, right? So that volcano energy is now interchangeable through the Bitcoin into human energy. So you're removing or you're absorbing energy out of the volcano. You're putting that monetarily into Bitcoin. Then you can exchange that energy for human energy, i.e., labor, and you can pay someone to do whatever you want them to do using the Bitcoin that you collected from volcano energy. This makes energy and I've said this in the past, that the shift we're going into is literally the replacement of the lowest form of energy that is available, interchangeable. So what I mean by that is, for the last 125 years, most of our industry, most of our world, most of our commerce has actually been based on petroleum. Hence why they replaced the actual backing of our currency, why they replaced gold with oil and created the petrodollar. Because so much of the economy, the global economy, was actually based on petroleum. Everything you touch, almost everything in our economy, is produced or has some link with petroleum. Now, in these years we're in now, so much of our economy is pure energy. Now, whenever Michael Saylor says that Google shrank libraries and digitized or electrified all of the books. That's what they did. They actually took all of these physical books, and they electrified them. They turned them into pure energy. And now you can read them on your energy display module, also known as your phone. See, that's what your phone is an energy display module. It's just what form of energy are you talking about? Are you talking visual energy, light? Are you talking audio energy, which is sound, music, words? It's all energy. It's just now the world values pure energy more than it values petroleum. And for the first time ever in the history of humanity, we have a monetary unit that is pure energy, which is Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies. Now, in this new energy world, all right, in this new energy world, we have we have choices, just like we have in the physical world. Do you want to hold your representation of your labor energy, human energy? Do you want to hold it in Bitcoin? Do you want to hold it in Litecoin? Do you want to hold it in Doge? Do you want to hold it in Ethereum? Do you want to hold it in Divi? It's up to you. But what you need to pay attention to is this. Which of the cryptocurrencies are interchangeable with the other energies? All right? Can you take Litecoin and exchange it for nuclear energy? Can you pay your electric bill with Litecoin? If you can, check it off. All right. Now, I can't remember what all the energies are now. All right. Can you pay human? Can you find another human that will accept Litecoin in exchange for their energy, their labor? Yes. All right. These are the inner this area here, and the number of coins that are more accepted, like the Doge coin. You know, now you can use the Doge coin and you can exchange it for visual energy. in the form of a movie at the movie theater. AMC announced they'll accept, Doge. So the Doge coin is now interchangeable with visual energy and audio energy at the movie theater. Now, if you go over to Home Depot may not let you exchange your Dogecoin for lumber or electrical supplies or something like that. But the key is are we trending that way? Which way are we going? Are more and more places accepting cryptocurrencies? Absolutely. Right? Just read an article today that one of the main crypto stocks on New York Exchange is actually paying their dividends out in Bitcoin. There you go. It is more and more getting accepted to get paid in Bitcoin. Exchange energy with Bitcoin. Exchange labor with Bitcoin. Please, once again, like and subscribe to the new channel if you're new here, and share it on, yes, Litecoin leader. Booyah. Look at that handsome guy with a head full of hair. You son of a bitch. PTCS is doing that. Yep. It's growing more and more. More and more people, more and more industries, more and more companies, more and more people. Hell, I get paid in cryptos more than I get paid in dollars. That's just the way I like it too. And that's why the entrepreneurs, the real people that are making money in this industry, the entrepreneurs, it's why they're rushing into cryptos. It's why all these CEOs are, all of these people are saying, well, this year at least 3 more countries are going to come out and announce that they're going on the Bitcoin standard. Well, of course they are. Why wouldn't they? See, the governments of the world are collapsing under their own weight and under their own bureaucracies. And this was naturally going to happen eventually through the advancement of technology. See, governments are so not needed anymore because all they are is a ledger. That's all that governments are. They're ledgers of whatever type. You know, um, the old America, pre-Civil War, it it was a ledger of of tariffs and a ledger of property ownership. That's all the government was. Now, after the Civil War, once we got civilized, which is a legal term, it changed, where now they were a ledger of issued rights, where they say, and after the Civil War, we gave the black man and the white woman and the black woman the right to vote. They always had the right to vote, you dipshits. They just had to have equity in the area that they were voting. It was called land ownership. See, prior to the Civil War, if you owned land, you could vote in whatever jurisdiction that land was in. It didn't matter if you were a woman or a man, black or white. It didn't matter. And yes, black people could own land just like white people. And white people, white women could own land just like white men. Everybody could own land pre the Civil War. Slavery was not just black people. Slavery was not actually based on your skin color. Slavery was actually based on contracts of your persons, of your property, your body. You would sell 7-year contracts on your labor. And a lot of people got into debt. And then they came up with this word of slavery. And they were like, they were slaves. No, they were indentured servants. Indentured means indebted through contract. Exactly. They were bond slaves, but they weren't slaves. It was something they entered into themselves. Now, until, you ready for this? A black slave owner sued an indentured servant who had a child. The black slave owner said that because that indentured servant, right, had labored the child out of her and inside her, that whatever her labor produced was now his. You know why he sued the black indentured servant? not so he could take the baby and throw it out in the field and have it harvest cotton. It's because his wife could not have children. And his wife wanted him to sue for the ownership, the claim on the child. See, once again, we go back to education. So many people in this country are just damn ignorant of any type of real education of history. They I guarantee 95% of Americans honestly believe that the Civil War was about slavery. Yeah, you can ask anybody. What was the Civil War about? Oh, it's about slavery. Because that was the marketing campaign of the North. That they wanted to free the slaves, them poor slaves. No, it it the Civil War was about turning a republic into a nation, into a civilization. That's it. All right. We had a republic about 1860. There were some laws passed that actually turned us into a nation, which is a legal definition. You have to look up the legal definition of nation. Then after the Civil War, we were then legally structured as a civilized society. A civilian, all right, you ready? A civilian, look it up in the dictionary. The definition of a civilian is a city inside of a corporation. That'll blow your mind. Humans are basically looked at legally structured like a city. But you also have to look up the definition of a city. What's the definition of a city? A city, oh, never mind. Most people don't care, and most people, even if they did care, probably couldn't wrap their heads around it. My point is this: that legal structure, right? That legal structure is going away because there are no more physical boundaries. See, the internet erased all of the nations. And as it erases more and more of the nations, republics, unions, see, there's so many legal words that people don't understand what they mean. Like union, like why did they call it the Soviet Union? What's the governmental definition of union? What's the governmental definition of nation? What's the governmental definition of common law? Right? This is going to blow people's minds. In the old days, pre-Civil War, did you know that when a man and a woman got married, they were viewed as one entity? Yep. In the old days, it was hard to get a divorce. You didn't just willy-nilly file some paperwork and voila, y'all's divorced. It was a whole different thing. See, all right, hell, screw it. For those of you watching the show for cryptos, let me wrap it up by saying this. Everything's going digital. You're on the right track if you're in cryptos and you're paying attention, especially if you're an entrepreneur, which, by the way, tonight, join the Patreon channel. It's the 3-hour entrepreneur show. It's the last entrepreneur show before the big Bitcoin Ben founders group investors entrepreneur meetup next week in Texas. There's also tickets available under here too for that if you're an entrepreneur wanting to go. But tonight I'm doing a 3-hour video on my Patreon channel, and we are going to be talking over. Get excited, folks. Legal structure in El Salvador and outside of America that Americans can participate in separate from their citizenship in America. Woohoo! Grab your popcorn, folks. It's gonna be a barn burner. Oh, kill me. It's these. If you're in cryptos, you're doing good. Just keep doing what you're doing. But we also have to educate people. We also have to educate. Oh, hey, welcome, Mark. Mark Picks sent me here. Welcome, brother. Welcome to the show. We're transitioning, like I've said in the past, the split. The split is a choice. You have to make a choice in what world you are going to exist. Are you going to exist in the decentralized world of cryptos, NFTs, uh, digital, this revolution, which is global but decentralized? Or are you going to exist in the old world that's getting replaced with the decentralized world? Because as long as there is a decentralized option, freedom lovers and capitalists, true capitalists, not crony capitalists, also known as socialists or fascists, true capitalists want to actually live in a decentralized world. And I'll tell you why. True capitalists value several things. One of the most valuable things to a true capitalist is creative destruction. It is the fuel of ingenuity. It is the fuel of improvement. It is the better mousetrap. If you make the better mousetrap in a decentralized environment, you will sell more mousetraps because yours is the best. In a centralized society, a civilized, centralized, nationalized union, it is not like that. It is where the government protects the monopolies. That's what we have going on right now. See, the only thing that is going to destroy Google, YouTube, Twitter is a digital competition. The governments can no longer destroy these companies. They're too big. They're too big and they're too everywhere. Like Google's products are digital. You cannot 100% outlaw digital products or digital currencies because they're digital. That's like saying, I'm going to outlaw sunlight. Sunlight can go around things using mirrors, using, whatever, water. I'm gonna outlaw rainfall. Good luck with that because it's liquid. It will find a way around anything. That's what digital energy does too. See, we're in the wild west of the digital metaverse. Now, some people are calling it the omniverse, the metaverse, the whatever verse, the second verse, whatever, the third or fourth industrial revolution or digital revolution, whatever the hell people call it. It is not it has no limits. There is no limit. There is no it. You cannot point to what is coming. The environment that we are entering into, you cannot point at one word and accurately explain that environment. If you did, the only accurate word that I can really think of, well, probably two of them, is liberty or freedom. Where are we going? Are we going to the metaverse? No, we're going to the freedom verse. Why? Or the liberty verse. See, freedom is an individual thing. All right. Freedom is I'm free. I'm free to grab this cup of coffee and take a swig. Liberty is an environment. Right? I'm inside my office. Inside my office, I have the liberty to do whatever I want to do. It's an environment in which my freedom is unobstructed. That's why Benjamin Franklin, when he walked out after they signed the Constitution, Sir, what have you given us? Liberty, if you can keep it. He didn't say freedom. They gave us liberty across the land. The Constitution formed an environment of liberty. That's what it did. It did not issue us freedoms. It did not issue us. We're born with freedom, but we're not always born, or we are not actually born into liberty. We are born free, but we are not born liberty. It's an environment. See, bingo. Tom says, give me liberty or give me death. Exactly. The environment that you live in, see, the context in which that was said, give me liberty or give me death, that was a government official explaining the environment in which he wanted to live. And he said, give me liberty or give me death. Because you can be free and a slave at the same time. A slave can have the freedom to pick up a cup of coffee and take a drink. But a slave cannot have the liberty of movement, or the liberty to go anywhere they want, or the freedom to go anywhere they want. It's a lot of it's a lot of cool stuff coming, guys. Okay, I need to do a little housekeeping real quick. Hang on. Be right back.
Are you buying and selling cryptos on the same laptop that you're using to browse the internet, read your email, and visit social media sites? If so, you're exposing your cryptos to theft. Whenever you're online, you're at risk of getting hacked and having your identity stolen. How would you feel if someone stole all of your cryptos? What would that do to your finances? Guard your cryptos with a safe and secure laptop from Calyx Solutions. Each laptop is set up just for you and your cryptos, and then we walk you through exactly how it works. Don't risk the security of your cryptos. Order a crypto laptop from Calyx Solutions now to secure your crypto future. Learn more at calyxsolutions.io.
And we're back. Make sure you guys, I cannot stress this enough. I'll drop a hint. I'll drop a few hints. If you do not have your crypto laptop yet, 2022, you're going to want that, because the laptop is going to be able to make you money and replace the income of your job if you know what you're doing. And us at Calyx Solutions, see, the website should be ready here in a month or so, where all Calyx customers will be able to sign in to the website and find out, with links and descriptions and videos, how to earn money on their laptops on our website using your crypto laptops. And here's a hint: Miami coin, Texas coin, the Divi project, Theta, and even more exciting technology coming out next, or in about 7 months. Imagine if your laptop could handle a cryptocurrency wallet that processed telephone calls. See, you guys don't even know about that project yet. It's about to get interesting. Let's just say, here's a hint. if you took AT&T and decentralized it into a cryptocurrency master node structure, and just think of it that way, that AT&T may be replaced with a cryptocurrency master node structure over the coming years. And you will be able to get paid to run a node on your laptop for the decentralized AT&T replacement. Folks, the things that are coming, you're going to be able to make more money with your laptop than you do at a job. How do I know? I'm actually already doing it. A lot of these projects I'm already testing. So, and as they roll out to the public, the founders group and the investors group, we will be able to get into seed rounds of these projects before they hit the general public. Oh, my friends, please do yourself a favor and watch the 3-hour video tonight on Patreon. I'm just saying, folks, shit's getting sweet. And it's only going to get sweeter. Everyone have a great day. I will see you tomorrow, or I'll see you tonight on Patreon. Please get yourself a crypto laptop from Calyx Solutions. Call Patrick now, 702-845-8276. Please like and subscribe to the new YouTube channel, and I'll see you guys tomorrow morning. Love you guys. Bye-bye.